The Switch OLED's been out for a month now, and today I'll be answering the question, is it worth it? I was lucky enough to get the Switch OLED on launch day, so I've had a good amount of time to test this thing out. I've used this console daily for the past month now, and I really don't think I could go back to the normal Switch. Looking at the console, the first thing you can tell is that the screen looks a lot better. The OLED display is bigger than the previous Switch's screen, and the bezels are much smaller, which makes the Switch look less like a cheap tablet from Walmart and more like a modern console. The display is still 720p, which is a bit disappointing, but in my opinion, there was no loss of clarity. And the screen is still small enough to look crisp, so I really couldn't tell that much. Another upgrade of this console is the new Kickstand. It's a well-needed upgrade, and I think that the Kickstand is almost perfect now. The only possible issue that I can think of is that the Kickstand may become less stable over time, though it feels very solid now, and I think that it would only come with heavy use. It's also worth mentioning that the Switch OLED has the battery life upgrade from the V2 Switch, so if you're coming from an original Switch, it should last a bit longer. It does have a better speaker than the old Switch, but it's not that big of an upgrade. The design of the vent is different, so hopefully it'll be less prone to cracking like the old Switch was. The power and volume buttons also have a different shape and are less likely to be pushed in accidentally. And for some reason, the game cartridge flap has less of an indent to help you open it. Overall, the upgrades are probably not game changers for most people, but for a midlife refresh, I think it's pretty good. Now to answer the question, is the Switch OLED worth it? If you don't have a Switch, I would highly recommend buying the OLED over the regular models if you can find it in stores, because the new screen is just so much better, and if you really like playing in handheld mode, I think it's 100% worth it. If you have the launch Switch from 2017 like I did, and are looking to make the upgrade, I think the Switch OLED is worth it, because you're getting the better battery life from the V2, and the nicer OLED screen. And finally, if you bought one of the newer version 2 Switches with the better battery life, I think it would be a lot harder to justify the upgrade, unless if you really wanted that OLED display. This is the end of the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have or are going to get the new Switch OLED. I'll see you guys later.